Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
My name is Deitra Covington, and this is our health and wellness show. Today is May 9th, 2023. Time is just rolling. It's just going regardless. And I want to recognize my co-host, Mama Raziya, and Sister Jacqueline Jones. And I want to extend a moment of healing towards Jacqueline. She's going through a little something right now, but we're just good. It's healing is taking place. Thank you.
I'll show
And normally in our show we do the African Goddess Rising Oracle readings. So today's reading will be let's see, a tete, which she means worthiness, and I'll show you a picture of her. So there we go. I guess you can see. Hope you can see.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good. Okay. And what was nice about this, I wanted to pronounce her name right. So I actually looked up how to pronounce her name, and it is a tete. So, but it means worthiness. Let me see what else we learn about her today. Okay, a tete is the goddess of worthiness. She is from Oromo or Ethiopia. That's a township in Ethiopia, Oromo. And she is of the warrior temple, and she is of the element bush. Okay, great goddess Atete, queen of the gods, is a fierce protector of women and girls for the Oromo people of Ethiopia. And I actually looked up Atete, and it said that she comes from the Oromo people, the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia. And that just kind of makes it real for me when I, read about these goddesses, and then I learn about the society or the community from which they come from. So that was good to hear that this was the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia, Oromo. And the Tete's guidance today is stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. I'm going to read that again. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. Just let that go down. And the embodiment for today is you matter. Worthiness is your veins. Worthiness is your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you. So each and every one of you, I'm sitting here looking at you on the screen, and I'm saying we need you. And it's so thankful to see your presence at this point. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you and others dislike are worth loving too. The Creator loves you unconditionally. Yeah. And the declaration, the goddess declaration is, I matter. And I want to say that again. I matter. So regardless of the circumstances in your life, you matter. I matter. So does anyone have anything they want to share based on our reading today?
Well, I just want to say I love it. It's perfect for me today. Yeah, there's a few things that you said in there. I got a little tickle off of.
Okay.
I was trying to write it and find a piece of paper and all that kind of stuff at the same time. But that's so perfect for me for today and for this week, that I matter.
Yes.
I'm important, And yeah, it just kind of set me into some things that I need to do today, and that is not going to be an issue because I am worthy of it.
Yes.
I have the integrity around what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking my friends, people who know me, and along with that, not adding any judgment on the yay or nay. Well,
Right.
the yay, I'm gonna be happy. The nay, I'm going to accept and respect, you know, and know that it ain't over until God says over.
There you go. There you go. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
So, yeah. And I am worthy of it.
Yes, yes. And I love the whole thought that regardless of circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
though things around you can be totally in chaos or anything, you're still worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just beautiful. So it don't matter. It don't matter what's going on. We're worthy.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I'm finding more and more about our worthiness. I didn't really understand the drive and the thirst and the excitement and the teaching and the freedom involved with this Course in Miracles.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
yes.
I really, so any of you sisters that have not jumped in there yet, I really encourage you. There's Reverend Omani is our teacher of love right here. And then you can find it. There's a lot of teachers around, you know, whatever fits you. I know that she doesn't, people are signing up already for the next class. The date for it, I don't know. But if you're interested, you should get in contact with her, because this class is the teaching of it is just totally freeing.
Yes.
No obligations. It's up to you. You find how much more value God has in us,
Yes.
within us, that we forgot. And
Right.
so being able to pull on that and stand, you know, when they say, girl, yeah, I'm hanging in there. And I said, God ain't never told you to hang nowhere. He says, stand and see my salvation. Stand. So,
Right.
you know, you do all you need to do and stuff. That's part of your standing, that this is going to happen. This is going to happen like this. Thy will be done, right? And so the this is going to happen like this. Don't mean it's your way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want to just buffer that with thy will being the perfect will of God, and that we trust in that.
Yes.
We trust in what we hear and what we feel and what we see in the spirit, not what's going on here, and that there's always a way out of any situation that was put there even before the situation came. Ain't that cool? Is that not cool?
Right.
That's cool.
It would definitely take you to the next level. The Course in Miracle did that for me. You know, it expanded my mind. I wasn't I was open. You know, it was great.
Yeah, and all the rules and stuff, all these rules and excuse me, not only that we get from our parents and that we get from whatever our institutions, the school, the church, the job, all these laws and rules, there really is just a simple rule of love. And if we just come from that, my God, I mean, that takes care of forgiveness, that takes care of everything, just coming from love.
That's true.
And that I want you to feel like I feel, not the pain that I feel, but I want you to feel the love that I am desiring to feel. Yeah, so I'm really getting a lot out of that. About you know how good God is.
Yes.
Mama Hania?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Okay. I like the part, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm sure, where it says things don't have to be perfect for you to be able to express yourself perfectly or something like that.
Yes, yes.
Because I get so frustrated having a lot of responsibilities, and now with multitasking and trying to learn technologies it goes and trying to express myself and being a late bloomer in life, trying to be the best that I can be in expressing myself and giving my gifts. And sometimes I just get so forlorn until I just watch a movie. But I'm finding the movies that I choose to watch helps me to see how I am expressing myself. And the friends that I have, they help me to see that the gifts I have to give, I am sharing them. Maybe not as fast as a perfect world makes me think I should, but I'm feeling like, okay, you're all right. Just take one step at a time, girl.
Mhm,
Good for
mhm.
you. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Because our worrying does not change a damn thing.
It
Yes,
does.
it does. It makes you get sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, the worrying just shows it shows ourselves and it shows others who are watching you worry, and it shows God we're not in the midst of the walking of faith and truth and
Mhm.
wholeness and that God's got us and stuff. That's
Mhm.
saying that that's easy. I'm just saying that it doesn't feel good. When I worry,
Right.
it never feels good. I had to tell my husband and my son, I had to tell the Lord, when you're out and about, and I cannot be worried about you. I cannot walk around like that. I refuse to. Therefore, if something is happening with you out there, I trust God. I told God, you tell me, you give me that unction.
Yes.
I'm not all surprised because I ain't got time to be worried about what you're doing out in the street. I really don't. I really don't. So,
Mhm.
I said, well, you know, you're not here. Well, I ain't heard nothing. I'm not gonna call hospitals. I'm not doing all of that and stuff. That God didn't let me know that something was going on that I should be concerned about. So anyway,
Mhm.
Mama Raziya, you gonna give us a picture of your beautiful self? A camera shot?
Can you see me?
No,
Can you?
I hear you.
Not no more. She just put herself on mute.
Oh,
Okay.
Now we can see her, but she's still not. We can see her, but she on mute.
Unmute yourself now.
Okay.
There we
There we
go.
go.
I'm just real appreciative of the reading today. It just touches me deeply,
Mhm.
and
yeah.
I'm needing to get it. I was like Sheila. Can I make some notes here or there? But I would like to ask Deitra if there is a way to get that reading.
Yes.
I'm feeling I need that, in my presence on my altar at this point.
Yeah.
It's just what's going on.
Mhm.
And I've come to a stage of wisdom where I recognize acceptance
Mhm.
of the present, acceptance. As we approach, as I'm looking at the 80s, I'm realizing that there are things that I've done or things that I've said or wanted or were on my bucket list that I'm releasing.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a different time, and it's not necessary to do the things at the level I was doing them 20 years ago.
Yes.
We do have, and one of the sisters did a wonderful job of helping us understand the stages in life.
Mhm.
In the 20s, you're doing this, the 30s, and each stage has a purpose
Yeah.
and has certain assignments, certain expectations, certain things that we are wired to do at that stage.
Mhm.
And we release that and move on. We can't hold on to all of them.
Mhm.
Right.
It would cause us to be unable to to do anything.
Right.
You have to release something and pick up something else.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm at a stage of saying it's okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
where I am right now, I'm learning to accept that. When I first moved into the stage of not being able to hear,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God, this is impossible. I can't. And now I'm beginning to each day say, I can do this.
Mhm.
I can still do that.
Mhm.
And I'm faithful that the what I need is there.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mama. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. My furniture in my house has been in the living room a certain way, and I'm like, told Star, I said, I want to change this. Every day I'm like looking, where can I put this? Where can I put this? And the last time I did that, and I didn't have anyone helping me move or moving it for me, my body suffered terribly.
Mm.
And it taught me you are not whatever that last age that I was able to do it with no pain.
Mhm.
You're not that age
Mhm.
anymore.
That's right.
You're not that. So you just gonna have to just get your butt organized and and do it from the surface, and not move the furniture. But that realization, like you said, Mama Raziya, the acceptance of where we are in our life, all of us, each of us.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'd like to ask a question. Well, let me check with the boss here, Sister Deitra. Did you have a particular thing that you wanted to talk about? Or are we free flowing, kinda?
Well, we do have a guest. I mean, well, not a guest, been here before, but a presentation, an update.
Are they here yet?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Mama
that's
Dorothy,
Dorothy with the with the
Tower Guard. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. Um, um, yeah, then it went right out of my head what I was about to say.
Oh.
You were gonna ask a question.
Well, that's yeah.
Can you remember the question?
Yes. I wanted to ask, what area of your life are you in the acceptance point of that you have to accept, or you get to accept, or you can continue to struggle? What is that? Or the disappointment, or the grieving? Some things we grieve because we can't do it anymore, or whatever that is. Anyone want to share? If not, we'll go on. Yes, Dorothy.
I would like to share. It seemed all my life I was always, the giver, and it was always, there were always takers, but I was always the giver. And at a certain point in my life, I began to feel, like, for a better word, mistreated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For the lack of a better word, so mistreated. But then once I settled down into me, the vein of me,
Mm-hmm.
that's who I am. It's my heart that delivers that giving, and I have no control of that because it comes from the Creator. And so I had to settle into that. And as I studied more of the scriptures and all, it revealed to me that there is a certain point where you have to protect your heart, and but I began to get comfortable in the fact that I was a giver, but at one point it did really take a toll on me, emotionally, but now it's like it's good.
Yeah. Because when you can't do something that's good and it brings you joy to give, and because of naysayers or because they don't, whatever the other side is, that is heartbreaking because it brings you joy.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Mama Hania?
Yes, I'm finding that throughout my life, some of the things that I would like to have had, I couldn't afford, or I didn't know how to achieve that, et cetera, et cetera. And now I've acquired certain things, like my sewing machine. I have a hope chest of things that I want to make. Real creative with my sewing machine, but do I have enough space for my machine and my this, my that, my that? So it's about accumulating things and learning how to downsize so that I can get the benefit of using and giving without having to take up so much space, acquiring all that, having acquired it all. Still there.
Thank you. Mama Raziya?
Well, I just want to say that I've learned that through giving, I receive. And there have been several just very pointed cases where someone had asked me to do something. I'm a food preparer. And I'll say, how could she? I am doing this and this, and I don't have time. I can't. And then something will say, just do it. And I'm like, my God, I never realized I could do this whole quart of stuff in 10 minutes. Because I've been working on the belief that it took me 30 minutes or maybe an hour. And I am so thankful.
Yes.
And I feel so blessed that I've been able to receive through giving. Receive that confidence, receive. And one of the things that somebody will say, well, I need this. The doctor said I need to get more of this. And I'll say, okay, I'm going to make the portion he needs and make a portion for me. And I'm like, wow, I feel a lot better after drinking this.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I haven't met that doctor, but it looks like it's working for me too. So I just want to encourage all of us to know that we receive when we give.
Yes.
When God puts a person in front of me, this person has something that I need, something I need to learn, something I need to experience or what have you. And I couldn't recognize many times. I had, as Dorothy was saying, we can stay in a state of, oh, they're taking advantage of me and why would they, this is disrespectful and blah, 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 blah. But there is learning in the doing. There is blessing in the doing.
Well said.
Thank you.
Mama Dorothy, you want to say something?
I just wanted to, reiterate on what Sister Raziya, Mama Raziya said. It is, I have received abundantly. Let me not forget that. And at that point, I am amazed. So yeah, it's a gift in giving. You receive.
Yes.
Yeah. Mama Raziya, you had something else to say? Or I didn't put your hand down?
No, thank you.
Yeah, the in my song, Everybody Wanna Be Loved, one of the lines is, the way to get is to give love. That's the only way it could be.
Yes.
How sweet and beautiful this old world would be. Because everybody want to be loved. Everybody want to be recognized. That was one of the things that at Landmark that I did treasure, is that they would take the moment at the end of whatever sessions that we did together to be acknowledged, because we don't get acknowledged enough. And we get told what we didn't do right, or, a lot of that, but to be acknowledged. And the other thing that I liked about it is that they asked you, what would you like to be acknowledged for? Because they could say all this other stuff, but it really was just that I was on time. So I don't know what it took for me to be on time, because that's the way I always get in trouble. I may have a challenge with that, but just the point that I made it today on time, and you don't know what I went through to do it. So they would ask, is there anything you would like to be acknowledged for? Well, I'd like to be acknowledged that I opened my mouth and asked the person to register. You know, they said no, but I did open my mouth, because before I would talk myself out of it.
Yes.
So that acknowledgement is super, 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 super important. I was listening to, I don't know why I'm on a roll this morning, boy, excited about the conference. And I was listening to Deitra, because I was determined that I was going to get all of the archives up, all the videos up, and there was a lot.
Yes, yes.
And so sometimes I'd have to go in and listen. I was so thankful that I said, you guys say the name, say the date, so that if something like this happened, I can listen to the beginning and say, oh, okay, that was on this date. That was on that date. Okay, great. Thank you. But Deitra did this one on this one. She said, she was
Oh no.
she was doing her opening, and which just cracks me up when she does her opening. But she said, you know, when she gets something she said, oops, or something like that. And it was so fun because it's in the middle. She's the head person, that first person they see. And then she realizes, oh, she wasn't looking at the camera. And then she said, you know, that word that she said, oh, or something. I just cracked up. I saw it about 3 or 4 times. Each time I just cracked up at the littlest things, the smallest things, you know.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, I'm on a roll here. I do want to say this. Somebody told me that they thought I was having a stroke or heart attack, that might be coming because of the way I speak. I told them, no worries. I am not having either one. I'm chasing teeth when it happens. You know, when a certain point happens and I'm dealing with my teeth and stuff. And then I told her, I said, I have not given permission. My body has not given permission for stroke or heart attack to enter it.
Okay.
I've not given my body that permission. So whatever you're hearing is the teeth. It's not that. Okay.
That's right. Speak that.
So when anyone brings something to you that, you know, you can accept it or not accept it.
Amen.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I accept it.
Yeah. And one of the other things I learned about dreams and prophecies, what I had learned was, and I accepted it. Okay. I learned this and I accepted it as it made sense to me, that when somebody comes and they tell you some doomsday about something, number one, you get to choose. If God is telling you that, it's a forewarning that if you don't change some things, these things could happen. But in particular with my dreams and stuff, and you wake up in a nightmare. So if that thing comes to you, you can say, I've already experienced that and I don't like it. I don't want to go through that again. Because in our dream state, the spirit, the universe, it doesn't say, oh, that's a dream. Oh, that's because it's very real. When we're in our dream state, it's very real to us, right? So now if something comes like that, I just say, been there, done that, because I did it in my dreams. Been there, done that. Don't want to experience that anymore. Because you do experience, you get excited, or you run, or you're joyful, or you're scared and something like that. And when I learned that I didn't have to receive that, even if it's a prophecy, I can put that on. That's not for me, and that I accept the warning of not doing that. You know, you're taking care of that. You're like, I was told I was going to live a long life prophetically. And as I walked away, the Spirit said, now how you live it is up to you. So even Kevorkian can't get you out of here. If your body, you know, you don't take care of your body and stuff, Kevorkian can't even help you because I told you you're going to live a long life. So take care of your body.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over. Who's next?
Oh, Mama Dorothy. Yeah, thank you for
Hey, girl.
Update. How are things coming along?
Good morning, Elizabeth's Rising.
Yes.
Tongue-tied on that, but I wanted to show you the tower garden has been assembled.
Yes.
And I want you to see that as opposed to me. So
Okay.
what I'm going to share with you today is how to plant in the rock wool. I'm going to show you how to I've already filled the reservoir I got 2 more gallons here that I haven't poured in. So I'm going to show you how I pour them in and how to mix the minerals and how to insert the little cups that you put the planter in. These are the planters, and okay, let me see if you can see this. Let's see. That's my hand right there.
You see your hand.
Okay. You see what's on the table here? You can't see what's on the table.
A little closer. If it was
Closer.
Not the lower table. We see a plant. Yeah, I see your hand.
See my hand? You see what's below my hand?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me get it a little bit higher or this a little bit lower. I can get this table, I can get something a little bit lower because I wanted you to see me pouring into, let's see if this will sit. Okay, that'll sit there. And I think that would bring it low enough. Can you see what's below my hand?
Yes.
And you can see the tower.
Yes.
All right, there we go. So these are the plants that have started to sprout, the ones that I planted the first day that I talked with you. And I don't know if you can see these little sprouts. They're so fine. You can see, can you see my finger there?
Yes.
Can you see that sprout? It's about this tall.
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see how I labeled in the pod what it is that I planted so that I won't lose sight of what I planted.
Right.
And then on the tower, I labeled where, can you see my finger up here at the tower?
Yes.
On the tower, I put a label there of what is going to go into this slot.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a couple of them. So I have the marigolds. The marigolds have sprouted. That's the arugula. And I'm going to plant my herbs at the top.
Okay.
These are the marigolds. As you can see, I have them labeled. They haven't started sprouting yet, but the sweet basil has. And this is the sprout that has come up with the sweet basil. It's a little bit thicker. Some of the plants will germinate quicker and stronger than the others.
Right.
So it's kind of dark in here to me. It's looking dark. Let's see.
Yeah. The light would help.
Did that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can almost see. You can see that little bud of the sweet basil.
Bring it up. Bring your hand up a little bit.
Right.
Yes.
I'll see how much thicker that one is. Even though it's small right now, it's a little thicker than the other ones that have come up. Like, I'm going to bring the other one close to you. This one is kale. See how fine the kale sprouts are?
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that's how those are coming up. And as they begin to grow, the roots will come out of the bottom of this. They will be strong enough to come out of the bottom of the rock wool. And
Okay.
that's to get continual watering once the system has been put into action. So I'm gonna put this one here, and I have a slot for the sweet basil. I have it labeled. So I'm going to put the sweet basil in the cup that actually goes into the tower.
Okay.
Okay, so the basil goes into here. Now, because I've labeled the tower with the sweet basil, I'm going to now take my planting guide out, and I'm going to put this one right into its slot. What you do, you take it, pull it back. See how that bends back? Okay, now watch me put it into the tower. Hope you can still see me. I'm in a little jam place here.
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, so
We see your butt.
I'm gonna squeeze that flat part. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I can move this. I can move that out.
There you go.
So I'm a little bit, and it goes right in, up, pops behind the lip of the tower, and the lip of it frames right around the edge of the cup holder.
Oh,
And there your basil. Basil is all set. It's ready to go.
Wow.
I have a question.
Okay.
For those, like for that one in particular, how many seeds did you put in there? Just one little
No,
seed?
you have a guide as to how many seeds to put into each, depending on the size of the seed.
Uh-huh.
Really small seeds, you can put up to 6 seeds.
Oh,
Bigger seeds, like I have crookneck, I have the crookneck squash. It hasn't begun to germinate yet, but those look like watermelon seeds.
oh, okay. So they're big.
So I did about 2 or 3 of them of the crookneck squash. So
Okay.
depending on the size of the seed, you that more or less.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Up to 6 seeds with the smaller ones. Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So that's how you label your plant, your starter plants. Label your starter plants, and also label where you're putting them. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to show you the rock wool in its beginning stage. That's how the rock wool looks. You get this with your kit, and this is your starter pan. You have to soak the rock wool. So I put the rock wool in this pan also comes. And so it fits in there very nicely. And you just fill it with water and let that soak for 30 minutes. And then you begin to add your seeds in there. After it soaks, you pour the water up to, half of the pan, and just let it sit. Let the rock wool sit for 30 minutes to get it all, nice and moist for the seeds to, have a nice hot or wet spot to begin its germination. And then, of course, you put the vermiculite down in the hole. And everything's sitting right there. You go. So then your vermiculite goes down into, and I'm going to just put it right in this one. Because I have some more seeds to plant in this one, but I'm going to finish putting these in the tower today. But I'm going to show you how you just put the vermiculite down in the opening where you have dropped your seeds. And pack it in there good. And the vermiculite helps to keep the seeds warm, you know, to allow for the germination. You know, they like a warm atmosphere to germinate. So then you put that in there, put them in there like that. After the rock wool has soaked, it got real nice and soggy. That's really soggy, but it's still a strong, it still has a strong tendency to it. Okay, so then I'm gonna push that over there. And I'm gonna show you what water I use. Now, mind you, I have rain barrels. But to my surprise, I went out yesterday to try to collect the water in my little gallon jugs, and my spigots were gone. So the natives kind of took my spigots, and so my water ran out of my tower. Now, I've been collecting water in my tower for a couple of years. I've had those rain barrels for some time. So my rain barrel should have been totally full to the top a couple of times. But with the spigot gone, it all ran out.
Oh.
You can use either spring or you can use the reverse osmosis, but no hard water, your tap water, nothing with you know, all the chemicals that are in the tap water, unless you allow, if you're going to use tap water, you have to allow it to sit, to allow all of the chemicals to, you know, dissipate. Now, these jugs, I got the crystal geyser water at Big Lots. I don't know if you all recognize this water at Big Lot, but this is that's the only place I can find this water.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be a high. I'm sorry?
They sell it at Dollar Tree as well.
Is that Dollar Tree as well?
I've seen it there.
Well, that's a thought. At least it'll be 4 cents less. This was $1.29. And it's supposed to be the highest quality of spring water, from what I've been told. I haven't had the test, you know, done the test yet.
Right.
I understand. So I've already filled it up with all of the other ones. So I just take that, put that jug there, and let it do what it do.
And how many gallons does it take?
20.
Oh, 20. Woo. Okay.
So I went to let's see how high it is. It could be, okay, that's pretty high. And that was only 20 gallons. I mean, that was only 19 gallons. So I have 1 more gallon left, and I'm gonna hold off on that. So what I'm gonna do with these jugs, I'm gonna fill it with tap water. And then I'm gonna put them on my deck and allow the you know, all the chemicals to dissipate out of the tap water. So then when I get ready to clean my you know, clean this out and reset it and everything, I won't have to go buy another 20 gallons of water.
Right. Smart.
So one time did it, you know. So then I'm going to show you how to do the chemical nutrients, the nutrients that go get it. And you are advised to wear your gloves.
Okay.
Because it is an acid. These items are an acid. And your combination, the balance should be between 5.5. I know Mama Raziya, you asked me that last week, and I was dumbfounded. And so I had to do some more reading. It is 5.5 to 6.5 of the pH balance. And the measurements for the solutions is 200 milliliters. They provide you with this little measuring cup and 200 milliliters. Lord, give me vision. Where's my, I want to be precise on this cup because it's on here. So the 200 milliliters is okay. The 200 millimeters is just about at the top, so it's right at the tip of my finger there.
Okay.
So each solution gets the 200 milliliters, and I'm going to start with my smaller containers. So this one is the base. So this one balances out if you put too much of the the acid base, then this one, you have to keep working until you get between 5.5 and 6.5. So
Oh.
this up.
So you have some pH testers there too?
I do have pH testers.
Okay, good.
It comes with it.
Oh, okay.
And you get these little ones with the kit.
Okay.
These two. You get two different sizes. So I just bought some extras to make sure that I had enough on hand. And so this hasn't been opened. So I'm going to just that a little bit. And then we can get it open.
So Mama Dorothy, is your family looking forward to getting things from your garden?
I'm sure they are. The only one is here is my granddaughter. So that's 200 milliliters.
Okay.
Get right into the water. And that's of the solution, the A. That's the acid. Okay. I got some paper here. I'm going to set that down and screw this right back on so oops won't get in the way. And then we have the base that begins to balance.
Okay.
So this, like I said, this thing holds 20 gallons, and the weight of it ends up being 150 pounds with all the water in it. So, hence the wheels. You know, you want to have the wheels in case you want to move it around. I might want to take it and put it out on the deck. You know.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
One day get some real sunlight. You know, so you have that option to move it around. So here goes the 200 milliliters of the base. And that's a suggested start. 200 milliliters of each. And then you start your balancing amount. If that doesn't balance it, then you start your balancing at 1 to 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
You see, okay. And then you have to stir with a non-metal. I couldn't find a long enough wooden spoon. So I found some, at the dollar store, I found some dollar plungers.
Yeah.
And they have wonderful wooden sticks on them.
Okay. That'll work. That should work just fine.
So you have to get in there and just really stir it.
Okay.
Get your balance in the entire, you know, because that's the only thing that you will get. Can you see? Okay, don't know. Can you see this cord on the side? Can you see this cord tied on the side?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
That is right next to the hole where it comes out of the reservoir. So they tell you to tie it so that, then just put that little knot in there like that. And the water, you know, when the pump begins to shower the plants, the water won't run up the cord and into your electrical circuit.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So then you stir it up really good. You have to use a non-metal stirring utensil. So I wanted something a little bit longer than the wooden spoons that you can find.
Yeah,
So
right,
like,
right.
I need some longer. I just saw these. I said, improvise.
There you go. You have to do that.
So got a good stir. I got some parchment paper sitting here. Okay, so then I get my tester kit. Okay, here's the pH test. So you get that, everything comes in your box. So this is your drops. So you're gonna drop these into the water. Let's put that there. This is your container that you get a little bit of water into in here. It tells you to do 5 milliliters, and there's a line right there for you to put it up to the line of how much water you're gonna use to test.
Okay.
Here is your test strip. And it shows you the different gauges that it will go in. And then the 5.5, I got it upside down. The 5.5 is right here.
Okay.
That side is a 5.5, the color there. As you can see, these circles have 2 different colors on it. Okay, you got a color on this side and you got a color on this side. And this side is of the 5.5, it says 8.0. So you're going to do 5.5 to 6.5. 6.5 is right here. That
Okay.
darker green. 5 is really, really lighter, but
Yeah.
the 6.5 is darker. Okay, so now we're going to get some water in our tester. And these instructions is just so when you see the tower, you decide to get the tower and it comes to the house and you know, you get afraid of it. I can't do that.
Right.
Fascination kicks in real quick.
Yeah.
But just to show you the beginning of everything and, you know, to get you familiar with it, that is right at 5 millimeters. Okay, and then you use 5 drops.
5 drops.
So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Pops back on everything.
All righty.
And take it. Okay, so this being the spring water, we got to 5.0.
Okay.
So that is a good quality spring water. 5.0, as you can see that.
Okay, yes, yes.
Or it might be, which one is dark? Which one do you think it matches better, the 4.0 or the 5.0?
You know, it's kind of, I don't know, does anyone else see it clearly?
Clearly, I'm gonna put that right in the middle. Like,
Okay, yeah, the light helps a little bit.
5.0.
Yeah, we can't see it enough to make a decision. On that.
So what I see is 5.0. Now, make it a little bit deeper, and I can put a couple of tablespoons in there of the alkaline
Okay.
acid, which is A. A is the acid. I'm sorry about this lighting, you guys. I should have opened my curtains and got some more sunlight in here. Let's do that. That's what I did last time, and I think it was a little bit brighter for you. How about that?
That's good.
Better.
Yep.
Okay. Now, okay, so we'll say 5.0. All right, so we're gonna take a little more of the base. Okay. And I'm going to do a tablespoon. I bake a lot, so that was a tablespoon. And so let's stir that up. Be careful of your pump that's in the water, and it sticks to the, adheres to the bottom with the you know, the little rubber stoppers that stick. Yeah, so it sticks down there, but as you're stirring, be careful that you don't knock it off.
Okay.
Now, this may seem like it's a lot of work, but in reality, I'm gonna pour these on the rock wool, because we also want the rock wool to soak in a solution. So I'm gonna pour that in there with the rock wool. So when I add some more water in on the rock wool, the starter plants will be getting some of the mixture as well. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna get some more water. Millimeters. 5 more drops. I think this beats pulling weeds, because
Right.
5. Pulling weeds, you're gonna be out there all day, right, Mama Raziya?
Yes.
So this is a little, you know, starter. You know, get this done. Okay.
Yeah, how did we do?
I think it just went to, didn't get there. So that's how you do that. You keep doing the acid base, which is A, until you begin to get that balance that you need. So
Okay.
this is some pretty good spring water. So that's all it takes. And any questions?
Okay, I wanted to know, for each of the herbs and plants you have there that you have already put on the table, you have, is it all filled on the tower? The same, I mean, when you transfer them, it's gonna be all.
Say that again, babe. I'm sorry.
When you transfer them from the table right there to the tower garden, is it gonna be full?
It will be full. The tower garden holds 20. You have
Okay.
you have 4 of these on each rung. I showed you the pieces the first day. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 4 slots on each piece, and
Okay.
20 altogether.
Okay, great.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 18. I had 18 plants because I've got the sweet basil in there already.
Okay,
Um,
that's right.
then,
Yeah, I was wondering, how did you plan the tower garden? I know you said you're gonna have the herbs up high, and what's gonna be low?
I'm going to put the heavier vegetables low, like the crookneck squash,
Okay.
the tomatoes, so that next week I can come back on if there is no one else in that slot and show you the what they call the tomato cage.
Okay.
I introduced it, but I wanted to show you how to put it together. I was trying not to have so much at one time, but
Okay.
I just wanted to show you how this water is balanced, how you put your plants into the tower, how you mix the nutrients.
Yes.
So next, I wanted to show you how to put the cage up. But
Okay.
the tomatoes I will put on the bottom. The crookneck squash I would put on the bottom. My cucumbers I will put on the bottom, and you know, and then I'm gonna do okra. I'll do okra here. The marigolds are to, you know, marigolds in our garden is always to help combat any little nosy insect that wanted to come your way. Sometimes they'll come, okay? The marigolds will help with that. And there are other plants that will help. What is it? Morning glories are good for the any kind of atmosphere, you know, anything from your air conditioner or from your heater, you know, marigolds are good for those toxins. Okay. So you can put that in there. You can do edible flowers. So yeah, the bottom would be like I have some watermelon seeds, and I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna put a watermelon seed down here.
Okay.
And then I want to put my herbs at the top.
Right. Okay.
So this is the lid. I showed you how the water, once the pump starts, to keep the water, give it a stopping, you know, a stopping space, and then it bounces right back down. So that's the lid. Now I can add more to this.
Okay.
I take this off, and my little rods that I showed you how you know, put these on the rods, they're up there. I have to get an extension, and I could actually get more of the planting base.
Okay.
You know, to go even more than 20 plants.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Cool.
So when is the food gonna be ready?
any more?
How long is it gonna take
So,
before we can eat
once these
anything?
nutrients, it's going to take about a week of watering with these nutrients. These plants will become large enough like this to start eating off of. You know, that marigold will come out like this. This basil will come out like that in about a week or so. So next week I can show you. I'm gonna get the pump running and get the balance correct, and we should have some food.
By mid-June.
I can, and even you can actually, yeah. So the pods that have not germinated enough yet to pop out, I can still put them into the tower.
Okay.
And allow the watering to go ahead and bring it up, bring it out. Yeah. So they are germinated, and I know that we can get a faster growth when we put the mineral blend into the starter. You know, putting some mineral blend in the water that you soak the rock wool in. It will help the babies the seeds to grow quicker as well.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get those started. I'm gonna order two more, you know, the planter base, and we're gonna get some more food going.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Any more questions? I just
What?
love it. I'm just getting giddy by the moment as I work with it, and as procrastination has subsided. I'm just really excited about it. So
Yeah.
I hope you all feel the same way. I have a video that was sent to me by one of the other members of the Tower Garden group, and it was just so awesome how she shared with us the things that are going on with us, with just, I mean, basically us, because we're not looking at taking care of ourselves, and it's so, you know, heartbreaking to. No, that's not it. It's really heartbreaking. I really appreciated them sending this to me, and We got that on Zoom.
Yeah, it is interesting how, a lot of us want to eat healthy, but when it comes time to really putting that into practice, sometimes we don't really move out. Let me speak for myself. I'm trying to get over talking in general terms, but speak for me. Sometimes I want to do things right, but I have to put it into motion. I have to do something. So
absolutely. I mean, and just as we were speaking earlier, we have to do something, but and at the same time, when we learn better, then we are able to share more. So I'm
that's true.
more, about being able to grow your own food in a sense that you're not working so hard. It seems like we're afraid of working in the gardens. I don't know. And it all goes back to where we were forced to work in the garden.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, I had an example of this man that had a large field of vegetables and needed them to be harvested, and saw a group of us young men standing in the corner, doing what we do, and went up to them and asked them if they would like to make some money, uh, harvesting the vegetables and or the fruits, and they were like, "Yeah, if you bring it to us, bring the farm to us, and we'll
Okay.
So just the lackadaisical, outlook on doing, our own producing. I mean, we have the opportunity to produce for ourselves now,
Right.
so why not? Why won't we do that? There's so many different ways that you could plant a garden. It doesn't just have to be in a yard. If you don't have, you can always grow your food, but instead we run to the market and pay those expensive prices, and then we complain about it.
Exactly.
So,
I'm inspired with the tower garden because I'm learning I can have a garden outside where I can go and I have space to do that, but I'm learning so much about the air and
yes.
the toxins that are coming. I'm like, that's why I wanted to do a tower garden, so I can do it inside my home. I can clean it as best I can, the air here in my house. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my presentation. If the space isn't taken up for next week, I would like to show the they call it the tomato cage, but it's for every vegetable that hangs or drapes.
Okay.
Your string beans, your cucumbers. I'm going to do okra. You can do anything but a tree and a root vegetable. So
Okay.
you have to get you some tubs to grow your sweet potatoes.
Right.
Just
Right.
get some plastic totes and fill it with sandy soil and grow potatoes or your onions or your garlic, But yeah, just have everything that we need.
Well, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you taking the time to
Being interested in listening. And I'd like to drop my phone number again. Maybe I should put it in the chat, put my name and everything in the chat again. And the tower presentation on Saturday at 8 p.m. our time. It's only 30 minutes, and she just shows a conglomerate of all of us that are doing the garden, that are in her group. And it's just so inspiring. It just makes me, it just excites my heart to see them growing their own food and just enjoying it, just totally excited about it,
Okay.
So I'll put it in the chat and see how everyone feels about it.
So if we want to view that meeting on Saturday, we contact you and let.
I will put in the Zoom number, address, and number and address again, code, and it's at 8 p.m. every Saturday. And
Okay.
probably only run to 8:30, and then they do a little. She talks and she has a presenter, and then she does a flash of everyone that's in her group, and she'll play some real music.
Okay.
Shows everyone that's what everyone is doing. You know, you can introduce it to your school. It just has such a wide range that you can introduce to, you know, and share.
It sounds wonderful.
It's awesome, and I am so glad that I've gotten rid of my angst to go ahead and venture.
Okay.
I'm not worthy. That was so awesome. You all spoke of it, you know, this morning, because I never had the confidence that what I'm saying is worthy, you know, or what I'm doing is worthy. But I just feel an abundance of, you know, of sharing coming into my spirit. And so I'm just I'm just happy to be able to share it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Dorothy, do you have the light that goes around your?
For that as well, because I'm getting such a great, you know, sunshine through here right now. I'm not so scared right now, but that's going to be on my order as well. I will get the lights because I want them to have light all day. Now, these lights that I have in here, if I put some more bulbs in there, they're the right kind of lights. My bulbs just blew out on my little room light.
Mm-hmm.
See that my lights. Yeah, if I give me some more bulbs in there, they'll be good for a while. But I'm gonna, when I order my new planners of things, I'm going to order my lights and some more vermiculites and keep it going. I'm started now, so I'm gonna keep it going.
Good for you. Yes.
Dorothy, it's going to be interesting to see how the tower garden affects your air quality inside the house.
Absolutely.
The reason we have live plants growing is that there could be a better balance of oxygen, you know, increased oxygen inside the home. So I would imagine that tower garden is going to help a lot with that in your house.
So ladies, thank you so much for allowing me to share. And I will go ahead and enter more the information into the chat. And anyone else that would be interested in watching the sister do her presentation on Saturdays, and anyone ready to order their tower, just contact me. And my name will be there as well, and we'll get started.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I definitely plan on doing it as soon as I get my house settled and some things. It seems like it's an easy way, you know, because I have not grown plants successfully at all.
I hear you.
So I'm thinking I could do this because of the state of the world right now. We don't know, you know, where we're going to get good food or how accessible that's going to be, how expensive it's going to be, and all of that. And how healthy it's going to be.
Yes.
And so I desire to do that. And then Yeah, so I am going to do it some kind of way. I've
Yeah.
got to grow plants inside my house.
And
And it
as I,
doesn't seem like it takes much room, you know, you just need a corner or some area.
remember when I told you that I was going to have to move this table from out of that corner and because my three-prong socket is on that wall. So I had to take time to move this dresser here and get my tower over there. So yeah, you make accommodations for it and it will thank you for it. But it could also be a lucrative business with people desiring to have their own food, to grow their own food. It's a business for you as well. You hear all of
Yes.
that during Adrienne Hicks's presentation on Saturdays. She talks very fluidly about that as well. And then at the same time, you're just helping. You're sharing. And by the payments, you can make your payments as that is conducive to you. But at the same time, you look at what you're growing and what you would pay for in the stores, and it's still not the quality that you think it is, or that they're telling you that it is. You know, so it's I think it's a win-win. Totally a
Yes.
Well, I'm not one that like to go grocery shopping.
okay.
So if I could just go and grab a vegetable or whatever right off of my tree.
Strawberries. I'm gonna put some strawberries in there. Blueberries, because you could do vines. You
Yeah.
see, you can do vines. And yes, I'm gonna get a couple of more of the holders and make it a little bit taller. I'll probably have to get a little step stool for it, but it's gonna be a little taller and harvest more food.
Yeah, I know some people who grow their own marijuana, and that would be easier, especially today, and especially the edibles. You just don't know. You don't know what they're putting in there. You don't even know. Well, I don't know all the names of stuff, you know, and whether it's sativa or whatever that other one, indigo, whether it'll get you high or whether it'll knock you out, whether you'll be speed, you know, or the CBD, so that the healing stuff is right in your, you know, you can take a write off and give it to your mom or whoever needs it, or yourself. So yeah, that's good. That's good.
As I mentioned before, Three Towers is on a monthly basis. Three Towers, I think, was like 150 something a month that that you're paying. And if you're thinking on producing your marijuanas, your edibles, or whatever, and you have a venue that you're distributing, hey, it's totally a win-win. Yeah, so I'm gonna go down in the chat and put in my information again, and I'll find it without disrupting. But yes, thanks again for letting me share.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any more questions? If anybody had any more questions, I don't know if I eased your mind, but if there's any more questions that you have.
No, I'm finished. You did great. I enjoyed it. I learned some more, so that was good. I'm still inspired on purchasing my own, so it's gonna be nice. I just have to talk it over with my husband. Just make sure I think you would appreciate it, but it's just where would it go in the house and how we do it. So we can talk about that.
You got to know all that.
Yes.
All right.
So,
okay, Mama Raziya, did you want to share anything else, or are you good?
Well, I just want to share that growing our own food is very important. And I've been a part of a urban gardening program for about 15 years. We've been working in the city of Detroit, and we've been looking at, of course, outdoor gardening. So it's refreshing to know that the indoor gardening movement is growing. My indoor gardening has been basically sprouting and using the jars and that, and raising wheatgrass, buckwheat greens, sunflower greens. We've been doing those inside, but this Tower Garden is a fresh idea. And my favorite pictures when I look at Tower Gardening is how restaurants, some of the natural foods restaurants will have several tower gardens growing right where the people are sitting and eating, and you see this place. So it's
decoration. That's sweet.
Yeah, so it's very creative, and so we have a lot to look forward to. I hope that we're thinking of ways to get our children involved in this movement and encourage them. They've gotten so away from productivity in the sense that we've known it. So that's I think that's a task, a mandate, or an assignment that we're going to need to get together and see what is it that can help our families latch on to this. That's the concern. When I look at Dorothy's presentation and all the things that go into getting the garden set up and caring for the garden, I was thinking of how would my grandchildren respond to this? They sit around needing some things to do. How can we look at this as we go forward in our future? So we thank Dorothy for taking the time to share the beginnings. I looked at all of that and I say, whoa, let's not be scared by all the little things that go into it, the measurements of the pH factors and all of that. But we look forward to seeing this progress. And as I said, the eating is very interesting for me. And I guess that happens about the third week in June.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing.
I wanted to share, you spoke of the children. I have a lot, next to my home, and my grandchildren, oh my gosh, when I was going through the Detroit gardening with the working with the Detroit gardening program, Mama Raziya was aware of that. We all started together. My grandchildren, they were so excited to work in that garden. They were just so proud of the vegetables that we grew, that we stood a little stand up outside in the front yard and picked they picked their vegetables, and we made a selling stand for them to see how they could actually sell their vegetables. We did vermiculture, where we allowed the worms to produce the fertile soil.
Yes.
We would feed the worms the vegetable, peelings and everything. And you go back in there and look again, and all of the vegetable peelings are gone. The worms were devouring them and turning them into rich soil. We did the composting. We made composting boxes, and we would throw our when we cut the grass, we threw all that over in the composting, the tree pieces and all of that. The children were excited about it. You know,
Yes,
so
yes,
just to wonder, you know, in response to Mama Raziya saying, you know, how would our grandchildren respond? They were excited. They were excited, you know. So putting them into the schools is going to be my next venture. I'm gonna get rid of that fear. And
Yep, that's right. That's right. You are worthy. Yes, you are.
exactly. That's what I felt when you all said that.
Yes.
You know, I felt worthy. I'm beginning to feel worthy.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, I'm looking forward to doing all of that. But yes, the children are excited about it. They will be excited about it. You
Yes.
know.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Queen, you want to take us on? Take us on anything about the conference you want to share? We'll just go ahead.
Oh, well.
Yay.
Well, we're, you know, pulling everything together. I mean, I just this morning, it's like, God, it's in a few days.
Few days.
In a few
Yep.
days, we started this months ago. So that's probably why I'm like,
Right.
to Bridget and the design of the place and how, you know, what she's seeing and stuff, you know, and the sister that's the Bianca, she's an artist. Oh my God, her stuff is just mind blowing. Because I've known this girl since she was little. She was in my play. She's an actress, and I didn't know that kind of art would come out of her. I was devastated. I was like,
Wow.
I had to respond back to her, and then she wants to, like I said, as far as her art is concerned, she wants she's not so attached to the money. She's attached to her art being in a good home.
Yes.
And so we're going to be auctioning. It's going to be a silent auction going on. She's also going to put up some other extra easels so people can come up and also be involved in painting.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah, so that's going to be really good. And then we're going to auction those off. So yeah, so that's really, 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 really good. So looking forward to Edwana and Ray doing the whole bowl. If you were not at Juanita's, they got into a circle, they did, and they just walked around and was just kind of ministering to everybody, hitting the bowl and getting the vibration going on with everybody. And
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
and there will be a performance involved in that where, you know, it's just the musicians and such out there doing their thing. And Omani and Danny talked. And so along with Edwana, we called her in so that section of the birthing is beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, it's anointed and beautiful. And because that's where the whole purpose, that's
Right.
the closing, is to birth these babies. It's also to find out what's next. So that's the
Yeah.
conversation. What are you birthing? What do you have inside? What have you already birthed already? You know, like I said, my business is 40-something years old. It's very, very grown, very, very grown. Yet there are some things like for my shop, I need to bring new energy in.
Yes.
But you can get stale. You can get stale in what you're doing, and it just becomes automatic. So bring in new energy. My brother just moved out from upstairs. Hallelujah. And my sister, who works way out on 23 Mile, is moving. They're moving together right couple of doors over from me, so be able to see them all the time. And so yeah, so giving some and bringing Dr. Nicole and Danielle will be doing some more things in there and other things and monthly. So anyway, just new energy. Sometimes in your businesses, in your house, for your family, you need to bring some fresh energy in there. And that's what's happening now. We get new energy, new appliances, that kind of stuff to get things excited and stuff, I'm really excited about that. Matter of fact, I'm practicing going up to the shop because I have not been going up there since I've been, pulling off and retiring from the hair thing.
Right.
But yeah, so excited about that. And the fashion and hair show and stuff. I went out to Ann Arbor to see the young lady's fashion. She had a fashion show in her shop.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful, wonderful. And they're young, they're in their like 20s and stuff like that. So Rosa is getting her head wraps together. The models came over the last Friday. It was Friday. Mama Het was there to help them young ladies model and get their things together. And my little grandbaby, she's getting her thing together. Yeah, it's just seeing everything starting to happen and take place and talking with everybody. Yeah, and matter of fact, I saw Sky and the other sister out at an event and said you're your event this weekend. I said, yeah, it is. Yeah. I said, are you coming? She said, of course we're coming.
Nice.
Hearing that.
Right.
Of course we're coming. Okay. And that's what I want to assume that my friends are saying.
Right.
They haven't gotten there. Of course we're coming. Of course. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, of course. That's what you want people to say, right?
That's right.
And then do it. So the other thing is, of course, keep Jacqueline in prayer. She went into that COVID thing. She was there for 10 days. They told her, okay, 10 days and you should be okay. Well, her mom ended up with it. And, people, and they were still doing stuff. She was doing stuff she didn't have any business because she stood I said, don't come up in this conference with that mess. You stay on Zoom. So, but she's having the challenge afterwards of her body just not healing the way that she thinks that it should be healing by now. So keep her in the light.
Yes.
She's saying, because at one point when I talked to her, she said, I'm dying. I said, you are not dying. No. Stop saying that. You are not dying.
Right.
Oh, it may feel like it, but just keep her in the light. So that I'm saying that one, for her to get prayer from everyone. And then the other is because that she had 45 minutes on the clock on Saturday. And so what we're going to do, Reverend Owani is going to talk about wealth consciousness and stuff like that. I still don't know if I had the right, how you want me to say that. If you want me to say instead of wealth consciousness, I could put something else there. Rev, you can tell me that and text it to me or we can talk. But after that, we're going to have acknowledge.
Wealth consciousness is good.
Okay.
Actually, actually, that conversation is only like for an hour and 15 minutes, including me introducing myself. So I'm gonna make it really short and sweet. I'm just gonna give 5 practices to take on to have an abundant life. So I'm just gonna do 5 practices and talk to people about it and let that be it. Because I can talk, so I got to keep it short.
Yeah, and speaking on that, Lucretia is our timekeeper.
Yeah.
So we'll be on time for that. Well, we're gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
go ahead, honey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet for that part.
Yeah, because you're gonna knock them out.
Yeah,
You're
no,
ready,
yeah, I'm just,
you're ready, you're ready, you're ready, right?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. But I got what to talk about because I'm like, it's only an hour. You know, I can go way longer than an hour once we start talking. So I got to keep it short. So I'm just going to give 5 practices you can take on to live a more and to create a more abundant life. And they're just 5 short and quick, you know, using acronyms for grace.
Okay.
And yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'm going to attend that class.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do that. It'll be enough so somebody could always keep themselves on track spiritually until they decide to go deeper.
Yeah, yes. Okay, cool. And then you will have something, will you have something for them to, what's next for them as far as the knowledge and deeper dive?
I'm gonna invite them to come to the Elizabeth call and specifically my class on Thursday. That'll get them started.
Good. Yeah, because there's some basic principles in the other areas that they need before they can really go deep, right?
Yeah. But I'm actually starting to really see people say they want to go deep, but they don't want to do the things necessary to go deep. So
Okay, cool. So I have 45 minutes to put in, and then Ken Harrison. So what we're going to do is for the first 15 minutes, I want to acknowledge Grand Rising Elizabeth. We're going to talk about that. And I want to acknowledge all of the people who were here and are not with us anymore as it relates to the leaders. You know, like At Peace and Mama Hawa and Ayaba and yeah, and those that were there from the very beginning. My goodness, last week we're in our 2nd week a year.
Yeah, congrats.
I would never have thought this. Never. And each week we learn more and more about what our purpose is.
Yes.
And I even look at how God, you know, the ones that were here in the beginning, and then another set of people have come in. Deitra, you would never probably have figured that you would be a leader, a speaker.
Right. But thank you, Mama Raziya. She thought of me. I'm glad she thought of me.
So, and you know, and even walking through what I've been going through with the teeth, and Mama Raziya through with the hearing and such, you know, now, yeah. And could I say from her, because I could say, well, you know, I should have take care of my teeth and stuff, but the hearing, some things just happen and you're in the midst of it, and it's happening to you. It's happening to you, and you've done everything right. You know, as far as Raziya is concerned, you know, if she's eating chips from Lay's or whatever, she's not doing it when I can see her.
Right, you know what?
Oh, she eats good, and so when something happens to her, you know, it's like things can happen to anyone. But I do want y'all to know I am not having a stroke, and I am not having, you know, I had not given no permission. I told COVID, you do not have permission to enter this body, and I stand on that. I stand on that, you know. And anyway. So let me see what else.
Mama Dorothy has her hand up.
Yeah, baby.
A minute.
Wanted to share.
Ivana has her hand up too.
Yes,
Somebody
go
else
ahead.
up first? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Evelyn, okay, I'm going to start talking. Thank you. You are so gracious. I saw your video. Listen, I'm so pleased. Miss Coleman, good morning, ladies. I'm so glad to be able to say I had user issues over here with this technology today. And your information is so valuable. Growing, we got to grow, and the children need to know. I'm going to be checking some information out. I grow extensively in the yard. people have to grow inside too. We have to explore our options. We got to grow our own food.
Yeah.
You ladies are so powerful. This group here is so necessary. I lift it up. I lift us all. We need each other so much. I looked at my sisters one day and I said, it hit me. All the trauma that we walked through, if only we had just stood together. Now we stood, but the power of really standing, and it just, life would have been a different road. However, here we are, and what we know now, we walk in and celebrate each other. I'm so grateful and thankful for you ladies to have the ability to listen, learn, and grow and share sometime. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Deitra, you doing the thing, ma'am. Okay. I was so enjoying the show. Yay.
Thank you.
Dorothy?
Yes, I wanted to share. I was dealing with a little vertigo the weekend, and I like to listen to meditating, either music or, but I latched on to this rain shower, thunder and rain shower, and I turned it on as loud as I could and on my laptop, and I laid in bed, and I just began to relate the rain to my body fluids.
Yeah.
And the thunder to my heartbeat. And I'll tell you, that vertigo was gone the next day.
Yes, yes.
And it came on me so hard that when it first hit me, I was trying to sit down in this chair which has wheels on it. And I'm like, I can't even steady the chair because it's got wheels on it, and I can't steady me either. And I'm like, God, you can't let me fall, you know. And so I finally, got my head back on, and I sat down. But that night, my spirit said, turn on the rain shower and leave it on all night. Make sure your battery in your laptop is good, and just leave it on all night. And every time you do turn over and wake up, you'll feel that flow of water. Your body fluids will connect with that water, with that rain. Your heart will connect with that thunder. And this is a spirit talking to me, and I don't know. I just follow suit. And I tell you, that vertigo was gone. So and then I felt my right ear throb. Okay, so I'm understanding that it's something that is going on with my right ear that's causing this vertigo. But that rain shower and that just deep breathing, and I just went into a deep breathing meditation and just allowed that to flow through my body. That rain was my body fluid.
Thank you for sharing that. Woo wee. That's
powerful. Waking up, and my heart was strong, with the thunder, So yeah, it was awesome. So I shared that with Mama Raziya, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot about that." So yes, yeah, I want to share that.
Dorothy, while you was talking, you probably need to go get your ears cleaned out, because that's what I heard. Then you brought it. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but then you brought it up.
Okay, thank you.
You need to go get the wax out of your ear.
Okay, I'll look into that. Thank you.
Okay.
I think the next time I get my ears clean, I'm gonna do the whack. I'm gonna do the candle, because that putting the water helped clean it, but it's still, my ears still stayed plugged for a while. I mean, it still had the feeling it was clean, but that was a bad feeling. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the candling next time.
Okay.
Well, we offer candle ear waxing at the shop, Dr. Nicole and myself. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
we're gonna have henna, so you can come in and get your henna thing. I have to locate a person for that. I also found out how you can have extensions, nails for your nails. I'm not giving y'all the finger, I'm just showing you it's nail right here. That it can be done with, and not all that smell and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be done with a tea bag.
Really?
A tea bag and glue. The tea bag ends up hard and you shape it once you put it on and then you polish it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this weekend. I still have to figure out, or no, I'm sorry, Omani,
Yes.
I'm correcting myself. I have
Okay.
to not figure out how to get the, I'm about to say about the t-shirts and the cups. I am going to ask Holy Spirit.
Hello. I was getting ready for girl. Wait, hold on, because when
What
you
you
said
know
figure
about that?
I mean, when you said figure out, I was like, okay, we done went down the wrong tunnel already.
You see, I told myself.
I know that's a good catch, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. Okay, I've been trying not to say it all week. If you notice, I ain't been talk that much. Cause I'd be like, let people have their show. But this is going back all the way to Friday. This is what I want to say to the Elizabeth. We're gonna have to upgrade our conversations and what we're saying about
Yes.
what's happening in our life.
Yes.
You guys talk about trauma a lot.
Mm.
Trauma is not of God.
Okay. Okay. Right. Yes.
Y'all need to take that out. It needs to be reframed. It wasn't trauma. It was what you came here on the planet to heal, make whole, and forgive. And not only forgiving it for you, but forgiving it for our ancestors who went through it too. That's in our DNA. So we got to really take the trauma out of our conversation and upgrade what we're saying, because on the planet, the languaging is everything. And so we allow ourselves to entertain those conversations of lack, be in a conversation of lack, not examining what we're saying about lack, and trauma prevails in this group. And we just got to take the trauma out, because trauma is not of God. It is not real. Course in Miracles.
All right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And then the other thing I got to say, because I keep forgetting, Mama Raziya, I'm a request for some way you clear out your schedule so you can read the Course in Miracles with me. And that's the gift to you.
Aw. Mm. Yes.
Oh, you'll love it. You know, I was wanting to say that Nicole Miller from Transforming Love, you know, she's a reverend too. And now that I've been doing the Course in Miracles, I understand her speaking better. I realized that in the last meeting when she started talking, I said, "Oh, that's from A Course in Miracles," and I because before I was like, "What?"
Right.
Now I understand what she's saying. Oh yeah, got it. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a whole shift. Okay, so like you talk about, I listened to you, Mama Raziya, and you talk about, I'm this age now and I carried this stuff with me. This is going to be an opportunity for you to dump some stuff, clear your mind, and add some years to your life. And I'm about to cry when I say that, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that look on Razia's face. She looked like, Christmas, that she walked down and she saw all this stuff was for her.
Yeah, it is.
And the kids
And
they just stand there and they just look and they just be smiling.
Yeah. But it's like, but what really happened is like, because you can look at it when I said it, her spirit received the gift.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Powerful,
Yes.
powerful
Yeah.
statement.
All right.
You will get a lot of clarity, Mama Raziya.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let's give ourselves a big hug for that today. Putting Jacqueline right here as we hug her too.
Yes.
Anyone else that needs some loving,
Heal.
and hug the world.
Ah,
And sprinkle all the goodness and the prayer and love and the deliciousness and the so if you can, if you can Cash App or Zelle us the ticket money as you're selling it to other people, or you're sharing, instead of sending them. I understand some will have to go to the website and get the tickets, but I want to eliminate as many of the fees, because not only do they charge them, so instead of 20, I think they're paying 23 or 21 something.
23.
Is it 23?
Yep, 23 and some change.
And then if it's 50, of course, it's more. And then the other thing, and then they charge me for something too. So they really take a lot of that $20 away. And so if they can do it, and then I have these tickets and stuff that we can get to them so that they know, when they come in. Remember that both those that are coming physically or are on Zoom, they can come to either one. So they may feel like, okay, I got this afternoon off. I'm gonna come. I want to hear Ken Harrison. So they can physically come in and see it instead of being online. Or if I can only be here till this time. I got to pick up the kids and I had to cook and stuff. Well, like Raziya is in the kitchen right now, they can just take and put their Zoom and continue with us, the conference. That's for any and everybody. So we want to make sure that they have the Zoom number. Now the Zoom is this number. It's the same room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you tell them that if you don't have the paper or something, or, just let them know. I'll text it to you or something like that, so that we're taking care of everybody.
Okay, and one last question for me. Is there a dress code for the Elizabeth for the conference?
I know I'll be in my t-shirt.
Okay.
My Elizabeth t-shirts
on Friday.
Friday. Saturday, I may use the same t-shirt. Clean. But that night is white for the ceremony.
Okay.
Saturday for the birthing.
Okay, right. Okay, and that's white. Right.
As much as possible. So and the other thing is, the woman that was going to do the food, her mom is in the hospital, so she can't do that. So we do need somebody who's going to provide food. Valanda, she's going to have soups, different soups, and you're right. So we need another vendor that's going to have more of a variety of food. Raziya, when are you leaving, honey?
Friday at noon. But now I have had, because I talked with a couple of my friends about what a challenge it was to find out that this was happening. Two things were happening, and both were seriously important to me. But one woman told me that her daughter is a caterer, but I didn't know what was appropriate at the time. That was about 2 weeks ago. Should she call you? Could I give her your number and see? I talked with her. It sounds like she would be appropriate. And I did tell her what you had told me, that she didn't have to do 200 people, that there may be another vendor there.
Yeah, and then also let's look at the number of 100.
Okay. So my friend's name, my friend Tamar, it's her daughter. And so she would, I'll do that as soon as we hang up and try to see if I can make that connection, so we'll have time. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, anything else? Yay! Have a wonderful, awesome, fun day.
You too.
Later, y'all.